Hi, this video is about tips to using Vernier's graphical analysis software. So if you open up this website, graphicalanalysis.app, you get to this screen here. I've got a motion detector that I have plugged into my computer here, and so I'm ready to go. The first thing I need to do is click Sensor Data Collection. It should load this screen, and I'm using a USB Go Motion device, and then it gives me this screen here. I need to connect using my web browser. Once I do that, I have my device connected, and it leads me to this screen. Now, you can change this screen to only include one graph, which I often do. I click on this box over here with the two squares to get this screen where I can change to one graph or even three graphs. You can have an acceleration graph, but I want to do just one graph for now. You can also use this box to include a data table where it gives you the position of the object over time. And then there's some other options as well. There's some other tips I want to show you as well too. Now, when you're using this motion detector, it will auto scale to what you need. So I'm going to show you that here. So I've got my car, I'm moving it back and forth, moving my hand back and forth, all the way to the wall. And when I do this, at first the line is pretty small and it's hard to see variations. But if you go down here to the bottom left and click this magnifying glass with the box inside, it will zoom and auto scale your graph so that it's a little bit neater to see the fluctuations, and you can see a little bit more detail that way. Also using this, you can find the average of a different region or find some other statistics. So for example, what if I wanted to know the speed of the car as it went through this region of the graph? All I do is click and drag to highlight a different region. And when I do that, automatically this box pops up here. And so I can do a few different things. What I want to know is, what's the slope of this line? How can I find the speed of this object? So if I apply a curve fit, I can get a linear straight line going through this, this little section of my graph. And it's the same color, so it's kind of hard to tell right now. But this line has a slope of 0.5577. And that slope is the rise over run, the position, meters over seconds, meters per second. So this is actually my speed during that section. It's 0.5 meters per second. And you can do this with different parts of your graph as well. Just be careful when you're doing that to highlight only the sections that you need. Like this would be too much because I'm getting too much of this zero time or zero speed time here and there. So whenever I try to apply that curve fit, it doesn't really line up as well. So you really just need to select the region that you want. There's also kind of an annoying feature here that if this starts happening to you where you're trying to do something but this line keeps following you around, sometimes you have to go up here and click X on it to get rid of that. So that's basically how it works. There's some other things you can do, but like adjusting down here how many samples per second you will collect. So right now it's doing 20. I could up that to 40, and see how that affects my data. It can help or sometimes hurt your data collection. So let's see if that's any better. Oh. I think I was off the sensor a little bit, so you can see the spikiness there. Let me try that again. So I think I'm a little bit outside of the cone, or maybe I've got some cords in the way. So you can see this is pretty finicky. If I'm getting things in my way right here, I'm going to clear out an even better space and try this one more time. Okay, see, that's better. So I'll show you this, even my mistakes, to show you that there's a lot of very careful placement of objects and movement to make this work correctly. It's going to take some trial and error, so feel free to run multiple tests, multiple trials when you're trying to get some measurements here, because you want to get smooth data that looks correct. So that's all I've got for you in this video. Remember, how you do anything is how you do everything.